Hello. Oh, I don't have the thing up right. Hello. We started on time. I just don't have everything set up. No, we're good. Hi, everybody. We're actually starting on time. What?
You need to turn the bear on.
Turn the bear on. Turning the bear on. All right.
So close.
So close.
So close.
One of these days, we'll actually get everything going perfectly.
You need a checklist.
Yeah. It is not today. It is not this day.
Now recording.
We swear we're professionals.
At least
I
we
never
play
claimed
one
such a thing
on TV.
I was going to say, I've never once said that I was a professional.
I pride myself on not being that.
Very good. Anyway, hi. Welcome to yet another episode of Those Natural Ones. We are here. So, still on YouTube. That was kind of a big guessing game last week as to whether or not we were going to be on YouTube or Twitch this week. We decided YouTube's working out for us, so we're going to stay here for the foreseeable future. So, there you go. Quick announcements. Next Friday the 17th, will be our live in-person session where we will be doing a break from this campaign for a second to do a little bit of a one-shot, because I want to play for once. And Emery is going to run the game. Real quick, I know we gave a little bit of an overview last week. Emery, would you like to do a quick recap again of what that is going to look like next Friday?
Oh, sure. Everyone's favorite overly calm elven daddy that's on the show, Hymir, gets a little bit of a backstory, and a playable one at that. And that is going to be not this Friday, but next Friday on our inaugural one-shot episode. That will be the beginning of our Those Natural One-Shots.
That's right.
Don't have a title for what that episode's going to be, but I promise to make our DM regret asking to be a player again.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing.
It is. It's going to be fantastic. And like Emery kind of alluded to, this will be a semi-regular thing. We haven't really decided on how often we're going to do them yet, but we will start doing a few one-shots here and again.
Because, you know, the DM deserves to play.
Yes.
He deserves to play. And I revel in the opportunity to hurt his feelings.
Yes.
And yeah, tune in.
So,
Friday, what time?
Friday, 6:30 p.m.
6:30
Eastern Standard Time. So, thank you for that, Emery.
Oh, yeah.
Sam, would you like to tell everybody what happened last week?
Well, just real quick, one more announcement. We added some stuff to our link tree, including a link to our store.
Thank you.
So that is easily accessible now.
Thank you for that.
So, last session, we met back up with Hymir and the general. We gave them a rundown of our mission and shared that it was a success. We also gave them information that we had learned from the Hand of Tiamat, and Gwen went rogue and ate evidence. We learned a bit more about Despater and the history behind Tivolus. Butch got to reunite with some of his clutch mates, and we learned that Darkwater, the dragon and self-proclaimed ruler / protector of Mesh, has disappeared. We ended the session with Arnon sharing with us that there may be something left for us to address in Shadowfell, specifically Barovia. Hymir agreed to assist us with travel instead of banking on the totally reliable amulet, but not before Butch divines a second opinion. That's it.
Fantastic. All right. So, I believe you were all still in the tent the second day when we left off. I know Ren...
everybody needs to take a long rest because we were messing with stuff afterwards.
Yes, so you may or may not have missing hit points or missing spells because we were messing with the awesome animations and things.
So I started blasting.
Training session. We'll call it a
Yes.
training session.
So, Emery, again, shout out to Emery for building this whole new Foundry environment for us with much more pleasing visuals and shit like that. So, appreciate that. We did do some testing after last session. So, yes.
Yeah, much like the roads where we come from, they're always under construction.
Indeed. Oh, Perry went black. Hopefully he'll be back in a minute. So, I believe you guys, well, Rhett was off
I am.
sleeping it off somewhere, I think. The rest of you were were back in the tent, going over certain things, I believe. This was when Butch's clutch mates were in there. So, what would you guys like to do?
But didn't we leave?
Yeah, we went to bed, so I guess I'd get up and eat something.
Well, you went to
Hopefully,
bed.
Hopefully, I got a divination.
You woke up in the morning and saw the two turtles going towards the tent. So you guys went there. It was still early morning. I mean, you and Elric were wandering the town or the little tent city and found them and followed them back to. So it was the next morning.
Okay, so this is the day after the paper eating.
Yes, this is the day after the paper eating.
Well, I would have cast my divination some point before the game session.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The plan was for you to try to divine where in all of the hells or maybe somewhere else is that dragon.
Well, you found that out in the morning. You found that out literally right before we left. So you still would be standing. You would still be standing in the tent with your clutch mates, with Gwen, Arnon, and Elric, as well as Calliope, Hymir, and a couple other random soldiers.
Wait, are you saying I will have found that out?
You just found that out, that Darkwater was missing.
No. The results of my divination, I will have found that out later.
Well, you haven't done it yet, because you just found out that it was missing.
All right.
Okay.
Do I know where they are?
You can find them pretty easily, I'm sure.
Okay, cool. I would like to join them.
Okay. So here in walks
after
Rhett.
my hangover.
In walks Rhett while you guys are finishing this conversation. And actually, Rhett, while you're walking in, you see another soldier walk in with you. Kind of steps through and addresses the general. You know, this is just some random foot soldier. You've probably seen some guard. General, apparently the soldiers told me they captured someone trying to sneak into the camp during the assault. To which the general is like, well, bring them in. And you see these two soldiers walking in, guiding a lithe female in chains with a hood over her head. You see dark black leather armor trimmed in a deep crimson. Fingerless glove adorned hands bound in front of a small waist as she walks in with these two soldiers.
The only one that sees this?
You kind of see
the
them.
first one that sees it?
You're the first one who sees them.
Okay.
So, hold on one second here. Where is... Calliope, when they walk through, Calliope gestures. They kind of post up in the middle of the room. Calliope gestures for the guard to remove the hood. The soldier pulls off the hood, and what you see is long, stick-straight black hair framing a very beautiful porcelain face. with a scar right down from probably about mid-temple, close to like jawline on their left side.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Who's this?
Can I roll to recognize this person?
Somebody that should not be here.
You know them?
Someone recognizes.
Is it someone famous enough to where I would like recognize them based on like my parents' travels and stuff?
No, you guys wouldn't know her.
Who is
Well, I don't know. I know that hasn't really benefited me much yet.
You see this.
I'm gonna look at the guards and say, where the fuck did you find her?
She was, one of the guards looks back and says, she was, we caught her sneaking on the borders of the camp. It appeared like she was trying to make her way towards this tent. To which you see her kind of like exhale, looks straight at you with a look of just kind of like, like seeing a ghost, and says, and kind of like exasperatedly says, I wasn't trying to sneak. I was trying to escape. I've told you that 5 times already.
I'm gonna turn to the general and say, don't trust a word this one says.
You see them look kind of straight at you and just like, it's good to see you too. I was telling these other soldiers, I was not trying to attack anyone. I was a prisoner and I was trying to escape. I have information that might be useful to someone on this side.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and activate my Crimson Right.
Can I roll insight since I see Arnon's reaction and her being like, oh no.
Sure. Are you, what are you trying to...
If she's actually full of shit like Arnon seems to say she is.
So you're rolling it on her. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
on her. I mean, Arnon, I don't feel like he's putting on a show. He doesn't usually do this, maybe. And then it
Oh,
rolls.
hey,
Oh, there it is.
hey, Nick, you also might need to bring me
15.
back up because
Red's
all
not
of
on-
my
on
stuff,
the-
like all my stuff that I have double, like I have proficiency in, everything's at half. Everything.
Whoa, that's weird. All right.
Yeah, that's
let
not
me
great.
re-import you.
Okay, cool.
Give me a second here.
What status effects are on us?
I have no idea. That would be a question for Emery.
Oh, yeah. If you
All right,
go into your
there you go.
sheet and
Okay,
look
now
at
I'm good.
effects, just
Yep.
trash all those.
Yep, Dunzo.
What the hell? All right, hold on a second.
Would deception check be like to see if she's lying to us?
No, deception check is to lie to somebody else.
Okay.
Switch scenes. What the fuck?
Can I also roll perception then to see if how I feel?
Insight,
Just
but
sense
yes.
motive.
Did I sense anything with my
Insight,
15?
yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat? Sorry.
Insight.
What am I rolling?
Insight
Okay,
if you
thanks.
want to know what's going on.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, with the 14, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
With 15 also, I mean, looks pretty honest. You're not sure. You don't know her. You don't know her tells. You don't know.
Who is she, Arnon?
She's a traitor and not to be trusted.
You keep saying things
That's-
that are very general.
A little bit of a misstatement there.
That's exactly what a trader would say.
Oh, I guess I should have expected that kind of a response.
I'm not sure I have much room to talk about at the moment, but or talk. I don't. Who are you?
My name is. How the fuck do you pronounce that, Scott?
Lamia.
Lamia. I have a bit of a history with this one. If you didn't quite figure that out.
Go on.
Say more.
And Calliope's like, yes, please. I mean,
Say more words.
please continue. You are.
I think you've got like 30 seconds before Arnon runs you with the rapier, so.
Well, Fiat, you are looking at the reason that I do not trust people.
Oh, shit.
It took one person to accomplish that.
I think there's maybe two different sides to a story that you are only remembering half of, but we can hopefully discuss that at a future point. I have been a prisoner of the hand for many, many years now. And when I saw this army amassing outside, I saw this as my opportunity to escape. This is the first time any other force has seemed to challenge the hand or Shan in general. And I figured if I could maybe make a little bit of amends and find my way out of my prison, so to speak, perhaps I could bring information along to help your army in their endeavor.
While that sounds nice, I'm sure Arnon wouldn't say something as profound as the reason why he trusts no one without good reason.
Arnon?
She's a professional liar and not to be trusted.
I'm going to assume he has not told you much of his past because he doesn't seem to be the talkative type. He never has been.
He is when it's necessary.
Kind of part of his charm.
Arnon and I spent quite a bit of time very close. Partners, per se. Until well, things happened.
I can see he also learned where to be as vague and obfuscative as possible.
In our line of work, being overly generous with information is more or less frowned upon.
I'm going to, still in an
Unless-
effort, because I feel like
Unless
I
it benefits you.
Well,
in an effort to still try and get in Arnon's good graces, I'm just gonna like hold up a note and I'm gonna be like, but just to him. I don't want her to see it. It's just to him. Like, pass a note.
For those listening, would you like to explain the interaction?
Oh yeah,
just
sorry.
happened?
I scribbled heavy-handedly kill her on a piece of paper because I trust Arnon.
So, Arnon, there was more at play when we last saw each other than I think you realize. And for what it's worth, I do apologize for the way things ended.
The only reason I'm alive is because I killed the people you sold me out to.
Again, there's more to it than that. But
How'd you talk your way out of being strapped in that chair with those dead people in the room?
I believe these are all stories for a later time. There's more pressing matters to attend to right now.
I want to hear about.
I'm sorry, who is saying that?
Say more, Arnon.
Is that the general saying that?
No, that's her saying that.
Well, Butch, who's standing right next to Arnon at this point, just looks right at her and says, "Excuse me, this is not your party."
Clearly.
Fist bump, Butch, or just knuckle bump his shell.
Arnon, I would love to continue this walk down memory lane, but like I said, I came here for a reason. And turns towards Calliope.
You were imprisoned by the hand?
In a manner of speaking, yes. I've been trapped here for
So they weren't all
a
bad.
very long time.
I guess even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Not if it's a sundial.
Arnon is not laughing, but Scott is.
Wait a minute.
Butch, after that comment, Butch turns to the guards and says, "Will you please take this prisoner to where prisoners go?"
Wait, General. I have pretty vital information that you might find very interesting. That I would be
What
willing
kind of
to-
information could you have? We killed the hand.
Wait,
See?
you killed the hand. So you did. Impressive, but as you know, Arnon, I'm not exactly. I don't. It's easy for me
Trustworthy?
to. Well, it's easy for me to go unseen, and I overheard quite a bit of information while I was imprisoned. While I was held in Kvachliev all these years. I have information about the Shanian army and more specifically the king. And I'd be willing to share that information for my freedom.
I'm just going to look at the general and say, do not trust a word she says.
Yeah, how is the general like reacting to any of this right now?
The general is basically just looking stone-faced, going back and forth, following the interaction between Arnon and this woman. Well, if what you're saying is true, then the general stands up, kind of walks around. Let me, starts waving her hand up and is actually going to cast at 2nd level Charm Person. What the fuck? All right. Which is a... Wisdom save.
That's right for you kids at home. You're watching the DM play with himself.
I am.
And
That's
we
right.
watch.
And we're watching.
Arnon, I would like you to make a wisdom save as well.
Why does my bar keep moving?
That's because they don't want to make the customers uncomfortable, so they move up and down. It's the same reason they clean a glass with the cloth.
Wisdom saving through 13.
So you are now charmed by the general, as well as you see this other bound
She's very charming.
person. You see a look in their eyes. So, maybe we can cut through all the bullshit now, and I can get down to the actual facts.
What?
God, I was so tempted to counterspell.
I appreciate you not doing this. This is my way.
You are the superior.
My way of interrogation. Now, maybe we can cut through the bullshit. Now, Miss, please explain to me, what is it that you know about... Well, before we get to that, Arnon, I would like you to take a step back and have a seat. I understand you are having some emotions that are being dredged up by this female here, and let me just make it very clear that she is not going anywhere. She is bound, and she is in my tent, surrounded by our army. So, and you. I don't think you're going to let her go anywhere, so just try and relax a little bit. Let me handle her.
All right, I'll sheath my rapier. The right's still active, though.
Yes, it is.
And I'll step to the general's side.
All right. Very good.
General, I can do that same trick for our guest or captive, depending on how you want to look at this, if you'd like.
That's all right. I already have it. But thank you. Maybe if I need to do it again, then I might.
Butch,
Oh, yeah.
are you able to make her tell the truth?
Not today. Yeah,
Just out of
not today.
out of character question, doesn't charm doesn't make you innately want to tell the truth?
No. I mean, it just makes... Well, I mean, it makes you friendly with the person. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to tell them the truth. It just means that it kind of, like... They see you as an ally, a friendly acquaintance. So she was...
Would my silver tongue, if I talk to her, make her
You
more
can
apt to
absolutely try
tell
and
me
persuade
things?
her. Yeah. You can absolutely try and persuade her if you would like to do that. Basically, the general was just trying to
Fuck.
calm things down a little bit. What are you
Nope.
saying? What are you saying to her? What are you trying to get from her?
Listen, I don't know what your relationship with Arnon is. Kind of a rough personality. We've all experienced it here a little bit, but we don't know you. You can start over with us. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
So,
But I wink at Arnon so that he knows I really don't give
It's
a
a
shit about
14.
this person.
Yes, with her silver tongue, that's a 14. Give me 1 second here.
Dang, Silver Tongue's awesome.
The things that I can tell you is, unfortunately, my familiarity with the hand came from long before I met Arnon. And
What does that do for me?
well,
Sorry, that was more of a Lindsay
Yeah.
comment than anything else. I'm just like, say more words.
I'm getting there. Give me a minute, please. I'm also trying to reread Arnon's backstory in the periph to make sure I get all the details right.
Word.
So, my affinity and my familiarity with the hand happened from long before I knew Arnon. And unfortunately, due to that, they have made me do certain things that I regret, not by my own choice. I spent my...
Oh, shit.
You're charmed. I spent my...
Down.
Not towards her.
Not towards her, you're right. You're not charmed towards her. But Calliope told you to
I get out a
calm the
hard
fuck
candy
down.
for Arnon and hand it to him. Like, oh, here, buddy, your throat seems like you needs a little help.
Here's a lozenge. I have spent my time... to say I was a prisoner is, in some respect. I mean, I wasn't in chains, but I was not allowed to leave. I was stuck in close proximity due to threats against myself and others. However, I did overhear quite a bit. I amassed quite a bit of useful knowledge that I'm hoping will help me barter my way far away from here. Because I can guarantee you, if you let me go, you will never see me again. Arnon, you will never see me again. I will be off this continent before the month's end. Before the next lunar cycle.
You know, we could have Hymir take her to Sigil and then leave her there.
Anywhere that isn't on this continent.
Yeah, you'll be stuck there. Well, at least not. Can't get back here.
My goal was Mastella, is where I was headed, but...
Why?
Because it's far away from here, it's a large city where I can blend in.
Come on. Why that specifically? There's all kinds of cities that are far away.
From what I've heard, Mastella is beautiful. It's a city on a river that next to a lake, and the architecture and the people, everything about it is perfect. And there's close to 100,000 people in there, and plenty of places for me to live comfortably.
Would it do any good to roll insight on her now while she's charmed?
Yeah, I would say
Hooray.
yes. I would say if you want to, you can roll insight with advantage due to being charmed, because it's going to be more difficult for her to lie.
22. And also a 1.
Another natural 1 and an 8.
Ah, onesies, which
Get
is
'em
like
out
twinsies.
Twinsies.
We're onesies.
Onesies.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we're all
I rolled
rolling.
2 and a 3. I'm terrible. 2 and a 3.
Well, if you all are rolling, then Yeah, Rhett and Butch. Again, you don't really know her tells.
Sure.
Elric and Gwen, from what you see, she seems like she believes what she's saying.
You've been traveling all this time by yourself?
I've been stuck in that city for the past 5 years, ever since the Hand took over. I've only escaped yesterday when I saw, like I said, once the battle started, I saw my opportunity as everyone was predisposed.
Didn't answer my question. I asked if you've been alone all this time.
I mean, I've been with the Hand as they've kept me, but I'm not sure what you're asking. I mean, no, I don't have anyone else with me. I've been a prisoner of the Hand, more or less.
What's the Hand been making you do?
Butt stuff.
Damn it. God.
I quit.
Before the Hand got a hold of you, who were you with?
I want to know what the Hand was making you do. Other than that.
Well, I have a particular set of skills.
I feel like these are not hard questions. Like, you were being so evasive, especially considering you're sharp.
Because I don't remember all of the fucking backstory, so I'm trying to remember it.
All right. Well, that's different. I'm asking some good questions.
Because that's the DM trying to look at the fucking notes and remember the goddamn backstory. Thank
This is
you.
what we need. We actually need for YouTube, like DM research. Like, we'll be right back.
Man, right now, I want my next character to be an embedded war reporter with this group.
Oh my god.
Fantastic. A professional investigator.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Investigative reporter.
I was like patting myself on the back. I'm like, I feel like I'm doing a good job.
No, you were doing a great job. I just didn't have the proper answers for you, so. I have been stuck in the servitude of the Hand for a very, very long time. Prior to that, I was with my family.
Where are you from?
Originally from Long.
What's your last name?
What's your credit score?
What's your mother's maiden name? Asking for a friend, it's relevant.
How's your car warranty right now? Like, how much longer do you have?
She's not
Would
the
actually be funny if Nick's like looking up how much longer is on his car warranty right now. He's like, that's actually a good question.
Now, if the interrogation is over, General, is there any way we can
Interrogation? If you think this is interrogation, you must have had it real easy with the Hand. Like, this is a getting to know you, you know? It's like speed dating.
Do you usually handcuff all the people you're getting to know?
I didn't handcuff you.
It depends on the
Calm down.
person.
You'd
Well,
know
they
if I
usually don't
handcuffed
look
you.
like they're sneaking in camp.
Pull out my carving sickle. Be like, I'm not very good with this. This isn't an interrogation.
And I'm like, don't tell her you're not good with weapons. Stop it.
That's okay. It's gonna make it messier, right? Your wounds heals tendons.
Fair.
General, do we need anything else from this, Lamia, was it? If that is your name.
I think, I have yet to give you the information that I have.
Yeah, blah, 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 Mir.
And again, I would gladly do so in exchange for my freedom. To which
We know that your information is worth our time enough to give you your freedom. What's your freedom worth?
everything. Especially now that the hand is
I
dead.
am going
know
to
that
take counsel with Arnon. Methinks.
since the hand is dead, that the last bindings of keeping me in their servitude have gone as well. So apparently I should have just waited it out in the city, and then I wouldn't have been in this position, and I would probably already be on a ship.
Or
It
you
seems
could
like
have
in general you don't make great decisions.
try to sneak into the camp, just openly come in and volunteered information. Ask permission to come in? I don't know.
How is she, like, how sassy is this person, like, if they're charmed right now? This is, like,
She's
some
charmed.
extreme sass.
She's charmed towards the general, not towards
Oh.
you.
Has the general even asked her anything?
No, because you haven't given her a chance.
Oh, all right. I think.
Hey, listen, that lady will shut me the fuck up whenever she wants. She's well aware. I mean, I've stolen
That's
cups
true.
from her and shit.
That is a
So
very
I'm
good
not
point.
I'm not like, if she wants me to shut the fuck up, she'll speak up anytime. I'm quite confident.
To which, at this point, the general does kind of like put a hand up towards you and says, "All right, so, Lamia."
I feel like she would hand me some wine because she
Yeah.
knows that'll make her shut up.
Literally just fucking pours a glass of wine and just hands it to you. Like, all right, let me take this.
Ooh. Thanks.
Now, Lamia.
We have until the end of that cup.
Yes. I believe we could potentially arrange something, but we need to know that what you are offering us is worth your freedom. So, perhaps you could give a little give and take. Perhaps you give us a little bit of the information, and we provide a service for you. Then, depending on how good the information is, depends on how good the service is. Whether it be just to take those handcuffs, take those manacles off of you, or put you on a ship. It all depends on what you offer us. But the ball is in your court, so to speak. To which...
You know what basketball is?
Oh, fuck, that was so close to a save. Just barely fucking failed. To which she goes, okay. Well, I know where the king will be. And she's like, I'm sorry, the king of Shan? Yeah, I overheard the hand a few days ago talking about Caius, where he was headed. Something about overseeing the final building of a major defensive outpost, potentially before a new invasion force shows up. To which the general kind of looks around to all of you and she's like, I don't know, that sounds like some pretty good fucking intel if this is true.
That could change everything.
Is Arnon still charmed?
Go ahead and make another wisdom save for me.
Oh, where'd it go?
No. Natural 20. Arnon is no longer charmed. To which Calliope kind of looks at you, kind of
Oh,
shaking it
shit.
off. It's like, I apologize, Arnon, but I needed to settle you down a little bit. You seem to be a little hot-headed, especially around this one. So I need to hear what she has to say before I allow you to, well, do what you do best. I have proof. If that
Of what you heard.
might not have been just what I heard. There might have been orders that came through that I can tell you where to find.
I think Gwen ate those already.
Well, that would be unfortunate.
What orders did you find?
There was a communique from the king to
I didn't eat that one.
the hand. A communique from the king to the hand. An order to send out a battalion to prepare a nearby city for his arrival, where they are finalizing the building of a major outpost, something that they hope will be a staging point for the upcoming invasion of Conticaria. I mean, you guys didn't think the war was over, did you? Just because you took back one city.
Where did you say this was?
I did not.
But you could.
She kind of looks down at her.
Your freedom was
Manacle.
worth everything. Doesn't seem like it.
Again, I'm not going to give up all my entire hand without some concessions from your side. If
You're not going to give your entire hand of the hand.
if I show you everything that I have, then there is no reason for you to grant my requests of freedom. Now, General, you seem like a friendly individual and somebody who has clearly not done anything wrong towards me yet, so hopefully we can come to an accord.
I didn't do shit. Amalia? Whatever your name is?
I mean, we didn't do anything to this lady either, so it's like I don't know what like
That
how-
was more
I
like pointing out the
threatened her.
fact that she's in a friendly relationship with the general, pointing out the charmed relationship towards the general.
Oh, I thought it was because I threatened her.
No, it was because the fact that she currently is seeing the general as a friend
Mm,
because of the fact that she's charmed.
yeah, because she cast Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Oh.
Deep cuts.
To which the general says, I will need a little bit of time to talk this over with my advisors before I agree to any kind of terms. I hope you understand. But I will tell you that if what you're telling us is true and you do actually have proof to back this up, then potentially we may be able to come to an agreement, come to some sort of mutual understanding. So, and she points to the soldiers. I was like, first off, is there anything else that you all want to ask this fine lady here?
Yeah.
And Lamia, I would definitely encourage you to answer their questions as honestly as possible. To which she says, of course, always, anything that you ask.
So, Lania, why are you here at this camp again?
I was trying to escape from the hand. When I saw the army outside in the battle, I started coming up with a plan of escape, and then when I saw the battle ensue, I used the chaos as a distraction to leave the city. I figured if I could make it to someone in charge, I could secure safe passage to the coast by bartering with the information that I have.
Okay. All right. Everything makes a lot more sense. I thought you said you came here to give us information, but you came here to seek safe passage, which you were going to purchase with it. Okay. No, everything makes more sense now.
I mean, a thing can be two things.
I don't know.
That's our phrase.
We're working on something with the patent office and sigil.
Red,
Don't
but I
fuck with
actually
that.
snorted.
Yeah, cut from the same cloth, aren't I?
Now,
All right. Now that clears everything up. You're kind of here more or less by accident.
more or less. Like I said, I at this point, I'm kind of wishing I would have just waited a little bit. But I didn't realize that. First off, the thought of somebody actually taking out the hand seemed impossible to me at the time. And second off, I figured this was the best chance I would get to escape Kovachliev.
I mean, it's not the first impossible thing we've done. We killed a pit fiend, so it's
in
ridiculous.
a lot of circles were kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Put my
So-
hand on
Kind of a big
Elric's
deal.
face before he can say anything contrary to what Butch just said. Just hands on face.
So yeah, any information you have that will help
Hands
us
on face.
end this war would be absolutely fantastic, phenomenal, and I'm sure you'll be rewarded adequately.
And I am more than willing to offer that information as long as my freedom is secured and my passage to a ship to the other continent is also secured. And I have that in writing.
General, I can prepare spells tomorrow for further questioning to ensure things progress as truthfully as possible.
That may be helpful. Well, Miss Lamia, I will have my guards escort you to a nice, cozy little spot for you to rest and recuperate from your travels, and I will
I'm
convene.
going to stand up and pace around a little bit
All right.
while she's talking.
I will convene with my council, and we will let you know our decision very shortly. Guards. And she kind of waves, and the two guards kind of grab her by the sides and carry her out.
As soon as they turn her around, I'm going to whip my rapier out and I'm going to lash her on the butt with it.
Just
I'm
like,
gonna cut her. I'm gonna cut her on the ass. Yeah.
okay.
Do I need to roll an attack?
Yeah, make an attack. I'll say at advantage considering she's being held.
25 hit.
25 will hit, yes.
Okay, I'm not trying to hurt her very much, but I am applying my brand of castigation on her.
Okay.
Sweet Jesus.
Fantastic.
Yes. What did she do to
Rump
you?
roast.
Now I can know where she is at all times.
Fantastic.
Nice.
All right.
Wait, did you just basically like brand her?
Yep.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh my
And then
God.
I'll step back and drop my rapier and put my hands up.
Yeah, it was just a little butt stuff. just a little.
Just gonna look at Arn and be like, "How close were you guys?"
Too close.
Well, he's gonna check out that brand later.
Is it his favorite brand?
The
Anyway,
name brand.
How dare you?
so as they leave, Calliope looks at you, Arnon, and is like, whatever.
Should get a popcorn machine
I
in here,
mean-
General.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious.
Real
So,
good.
Arnon,
Butch is going to go to Arnon and I just say, Arnon, I'm so sorry.
now, Arnon, is there something that you want to tell me? I mean, would you clearly you have a history with this woman, and you seem to not think that she is trustworthy. So, would you like to elaborate, or at least tell me whether or not through this interaction it is worth her freedom to get information that could potentially help end this war?
Well, now if you set her free, I can always hunt her down.
Oh, that's very useful. How long does that last?
Until it's dispelled, or I put it on someone else.
Well, then, that changes things a little bit. So you're saying we should... I mean, it's kind of like tracking an animal at this point. If she...
Well, I'd be curious to know if the circumstances of your guards finding her, because her story could just be bullshit from somebody who got caught.
It's very possible.
Without too much detail.
I would be... With the charm that I put on her, I would be surprised if she would go that in depth, but I guess anything is possible.
Well, she was a professional con woman for at least a decade.
Yes, but if I did not trust anyone who is a professional con man...
I was a window guy.
You get my point, though. I mean...
No.
Every single person in this company that you keep has some sort of history. That's one of the reasons why you were put together. You are put together to not only make amends for what you have done in the past, some of you, but also because having that bit of unreliability, quick thinking, and hot-headedness makes you a bit of... Yes, I'm talking to you too. Makes you a bit of a wild card that makes you unpredictable. Which is
You
very
like
helpful.
us so much.
I would like you better if you stopped stealing my fucking shit.
I give it
Just
back.
take a
You
paper
did.
off
I
the
gave
desk.
it back.
And I would like
You
you
offered
better if
me
you
this
stopped
wine.
eating shit.
Hey,
Dude, we're hungry. Adventuring
It's-
is hard.
it's called pica, and it's real. So, sorry.
Now, your thoughts on this individual. Should we hear what she has to say? I mean, now it's a little less of a chance, per se, since, well, she's branded now. But should we hear what she has to say, or should we just tell her to go fuck herself and throw her in a dungeon somewhere?
I think you should hear what she has to say, and then determine whether or not it's anything we can make use of.
Do you all agree?
Tomorrow I can Zone of Truth. So,
Also, that would be very useful.
I'm gonna go with Arnon on whatever he thinks.
Liars are usually the type to out themselves as soon as you give them enough rope to hang themselves with.
All right. So
Also, branded. My God, that is a thing you can
Yeah.
do.
I mean, I think I feel a lot better now that we know that she's branded.
Would she know that she's
So-
branded, or just got a quick slice on the ass?
It kind of sears into them, like an actual brand. So it would have felt a lot stronger than a little slice to the tushy. It says you can sear an arcane brand into that creature. And now I always know the direction to the branded creature as long as it's on the same plane. Lasts until I dismiss it or apply a brand to another creature, and it can be dispelled with Dispel Magic as a level 3.5 spell.
Dude, we should. Never mind. I'm going to tell you that. Not.
Why is
when
that a
we get here.
thing?
I'm so happy that it is.
I mean, it's basically just an upcast fucking Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like Hunter's Mark, only doesn't give you the extra damage. And
Hunter's
Hunter's Mark
lasts
only
forever?
no, Hunter's Mark only lasts for like 24 hours, I think.
Yeah.
There's a little more flavor to it than Hunter's Mark.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
because it also does
you are
damage
a
to her.
blood hunter. That's your whole thing, is hunting people. You're basically can be a bounty hunter with it.
Each time she deals damage to me or another creature that I can see within 5 feet of me, it does +3 damage, psychic damage to her as well.
Nice.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
I will send
Oh,
It's about
no.
time she had
Jesus.
some.
Well,
This is damage directly to her butt cheeks. I mean, what the fuck?
all right. Well, Butch, you
I figured
said
it was the most exposed area while they were carrying her away.
Butch, you
It's
said
also her
that would
entire
be
back.
tomorrow.
I will.
Tomorrow when you could do your zone.
Yes,
of
yes,
truth?
General.
All right. Well, in that case, we reconvene in the morning. I will give Butch time to prepare, and we will reconvene in the morning. We will bring her in, do your little clericy thing, and we will see what she has to say. If there's nothing else. Is there anything else?
No, I'm good for the day.
All right. Well, meet me back here tomorrow morning. First thing. And we will take care of
Yes.
this.
Do you have any snacks?
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my
Sure. fucking, yeah, roll for snack check. Roll your investigation.
Snack check.
It's been a while.
It has been. Like, it feels strange.
It's been 1 week.
Did I find
I'm
anything
good.
with the
Is
five?
it sleight of
No.
hand?
No, it's investigation to look for snacks first.
Oh.
We just found chewed gum under the table.
You
Hey.
find Butch drinking nut milk
Yeah.
from his endless supply of nut milk.
It's not endless. You have to refill it. So you
Yeah,
gotta
it's only
finish
like
it so we can put
A
something
couple
better
gallons. It's only like a gallon or two of nut milk.
You
so.
told me the word to make nut milk, so
in it. Yeah, well, stop making nut milk. Oh my god, we could have had wine or whiskey or anything but nut milk at this point. We could have just had
Are you
water,
serious?
Butch.
This will
I
make
think
other
so.
things.
I'm pretty sure. You
Oh.
gotta empty it and then we refill it with something else.
I'm so
Quit
sick
thinking
of
about
nut milk.
milk.
You
We're gonna have
can-
the Stay Puft marshmallow jar.
You
I
can
don't know what that is.
turn it to a different liquid every day.
Just down it and then
I don't like how you
think
phrase
about
that, Arnon.
nut milk again.
Well,
How
I mean,
about beverage.
it's
Beverage.
well,
all
it can also
beverages are
make
liquid.
liquids that you don't want to drink,
Really?
Why would I do that if
Like-
I want to drink
like
liquids?
oil.
Dude, wait, can we make poison?
I don't know about poison. I know it can make oil. I mean,
Arnon,
I don't
you-
know about turtles, but
Elric, you would know that it does make a very small amount of poison. It's like 5 ounces if you. I forget exactly. what it
Right.
was.
Enough to flavor dwarven food.
Yeah.
I think you gotta quit.
With a 23
confirm that.
investigation check, you see the remnants of food, but remnants of her breakfast, but nothing really to
Is there a
left.
bone from like steak and eggs?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a fucking T-bone, just the
I take
bone
it.
with a little bit of. God damn it.
I take it and I just start eating it, walk
God.
away.
I'll pass Gwen the magical skin of nut milk. I mean, at least now, for some reason, it's sweetened with honey. I don't know how that works, but it is.
So, as you guys leave the tent, it is still probably mid-morning at this point, probably about 10 o'clock. You have the whole day to yourselves to discuss and
the whole day
do what you will.
To figure out how to get Foundry to let me change my spells.
I think it has to be important.
Yeah, you have to do it in
No.
D&D Beyond, and then have to re-import it right now.
So efficient.
It is.
Any feats of strength or wits going on? Just people blow off steam?
Make me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
Maybe
I'm
this one
so
will do
good.
better than the last one.
They're 12.
You do hear some people yelling and everything, and you do see like some soldiers kind of like hanging around in a couple different areas, doing things like, you know, arm wrestling competitions and fucking just like grappling, wrestling, stuff like that.
Over the top. What is that? Here's like an arm wrestling.
Oh, are they arm wrestling with their ball caps on?
Ask Arnon if like you okay?
It's been a lot last 24 hours. All right, come with me,
Talking to everybody?
everybody.
Mm.
All right, let's do it.
And I'm
Instead.
going to
Follow Arnon.
lead them back to the tent that I slept in. When they're all in, I'll close the flap. And I've been thinking about this a lot. And I'll take out the two heads off of my shoulders where they're hanging and slam them down on the little table. And I'll say, 16 years ago, I watched these two and their lackeys murder my entire family, their staff, and me. But it didn't take with me. I made it out. But I thought I died in my mother's arms. And I'm telling you this because that letter that we found that you ate was tangible proof that somebody else might have been pulling the strings this entire time. So in the future, I would appreciate it if you don't destroy evidence like that. If you don't want to share it with the general, tell me before you just eat it.
We mend that.
I ate it, Rhett.
I don't know, man.
I don't.
It's a fantasy
not
world.
Anywhere now.
And I'm starting there because that's where it all started. I made it out when I came to in the bloody pile of what used to be my family. My father was the ambassador of the High Elves to Long. And I don't know, my organs moved, I wasn't a part of this society that I am back then. This was the first indication that I had any talent towards that, me surviving this. And I ran. They were still in the embassy. And I lived on the streets as a child for years. I don't know how long because I was a child and I wasn't tracking time. I learned to steal to eat. And then I met her as a teen, and we became a thing. And she was on the street too, but she was a lot more charming than I was, and she had run some confidence games before, and we kind of teamed up, and she was the face, and I was the second story man. Until one time we were working a mark where she got in and got close to him and was supposed to be distracting him while I ran it. And when I came in the room, she was sitting in a chair and they were waiting for me. And like I said, I only made it out because I killed the rest of them and I left her tied up there for the authorities to find. I don't know if she was playing me the whole time or if she got caught and gave me up to save herself. But, we were a thing for years, and that's why I don't trust anybody, because she was the first person I trusted again after my family. So do not believe a word that woman says.
Okay.
She's an assassin and a con woman. And I wouldn't be surprised if she can have some tricks to fool spells that are supposed
How
to
long
work
has
on
it been
people.
since you've seen her? Like
4 or 5 years.
I'm just curious.
After that, I left Long and headed towards where I knew the society was in northern Conticaria. I had felt a pull there for a while, and that felt like the time to leave. So yeah, don't trust that woman.
Thank you for trusting us with that information.
Well, I realized last night that the reason that letter got 8 is because I never let on how important these things are.
Is there anything
And
else?
I
that
am
you
not
have
mad or
to-
blaming anybody because I never let anybody know. So if we're going to continue to be working together, there are things like that you guys should probably know so this doesn't happen again. Finding out who was behind the hand, now that I know somebody might have been, is very important to me. And I was trying to lead the general to order us in that direction.
We know the letter was from Titivolus.
I don't know if the demon lord is within the realm of possibility, but maybe there's some middlemen we could take out to make me feel better. But
That's good.
I don't know if anybody's ever. Can you even kill something like Titivolus? I don't know.
Maybe we can just be a thorn in his side until,
I'd like to take out his entire labor force too. That'd be awesome.
The thing with killing creatures such as those is that it doesn't. How do you say? It doesn't take on this plane.
Right. You have to kill them in their own plane.
That's right.
But I don't know if you can kill an entity like Titivolus. That's what I'm saying.
We don't know if we can, stands to reason that the reason we don't know is because if it's been attempted before, they failed.
You
Maybe
met
locking
us
him.
now? I mean, have you met us?
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm in no rush to enter a plane of hell.
What's the?
We should ditch that amulet then, just in case.
If the 5th level of hell was really cold, is there one that's like room temperature?
Yeah,
Is there
there's,
like a temperate climate hell?
yeah, there's some that are really hot too. You know?
I don't want that.
Yeah.
Or is it just in my brain?
If pursuing, I
What did
wanna.
that say? I didn't see it.
I'm dead inside.
It's fantastic.
You could find other correspondence.
Well, it seems to me that he's behind just about everything that we've come against. So thwarting his plans would further what we're here for, but it also would make me feel really good tearing down what tore my family down.
Would they be continuing to correspond in like a written form?
I don't know what we're going to come across like that. I just don't eat whatever we do. Is all I'm saying.
I will talk to you first. To
Okay.
the best of my ability.
I also realized that the timing of my remembering that particular thing and telling you might have had something to do with your mood at that moment. So
I still think, Arnon, there's a large part of me that doesn't think that's possible, and I don't intend to fight that. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave that where it lies. I think.
I'm not. Why did you eat that paper?
I felt like it was I'm famished. Thanks for asking. We should
Are
eat.
you
We should go
sure?
eat.
Are you sure we can't use a mending spell on vomit or something?
It's been like what, 12 hours? Like, I don't think it's gonna come
is
up
that-
with vomit anymore, Butch. And if you are
Okay.
inclined to take a trip to
I don't have mending.
Okay.
I just don't.
I mean, what if mending works on the inside? Like, and then we can do surgery and then cure wounds.
I don't think I need to inspect any tells on your face to know that there's something else going on with why you ate that.
That doesn't sound good.
uh-oh. Hold your papers, guys.
Oh boy.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, what was the most recent question asked to me? I'm hungry? I am hungry. Let's go.
The most recent question asked, the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Again. Why did you eat it?
I honestly can't tell you. Honestly.
Do we
tell you.
have to do wait, do we
It
have
just
to
That
felt
sounds
right at
exactly
the
what
time.
someone charmed and not tell you would say. I
Was
can't
that
tell
right?
you. Look, let's just go get some food.
Right. Let's get
Butch hungry.
Mm-hmm. Elric, I'm not like I'm genuinely I don't know. I just knew I couldn't do it, and it's not the it's just I don't know.
Okay, at the sound of her saying I don't know, can I then make an insight check?
Sure.
Insight check.
Inside check.
I will. Do you guys ever think that like maybe this goes deeper than just the obvious?
With a natural 20 to his insight check.
Yup.
I mean, clearly there is something that she's not telling you.
Okay, there's something she's not telling me, but with the insight, am I able to tell that she's intentionally holding something back, or can she just not?
For what you can see, it seems like there's something that she's intentionally holding back from you. That's all you can really glean from that.
Try detect magic, Elric. Let's go get some food.
Do you guys think that maybe this isn't as obvious? Like there's more at play here with the devils. Like I'm just putting it out there that like this shit has layers, and like how do we really know that, like, with the fact that Calliope is so, connected, and then there's all of this infernal shit going on. Like, do we know
talking on
that she's
detect magic?
Do we know that she's not like maybe part of it?
Well, he's casting detect magic and she's talking. I'm trying to lead the group. We can walk and talk on our way to the mess hall.
Can he walk and detect
mess
magic?
Tent?
He can.
Why not?
I will say with your detect magic, you don't notice anything.
I think I definitely think something's going on. No, I totally agree. There's something going on. I mean, the gods made sure that we went to hell. And then the gods ensured that we were sent to a desolate plain where we found flyers for the carnival thing. And then we've had visions. I've had visions of like flying through multiple planes of existence very rapidly. It's very unpleasant and kind of vomity. So there's definitely something going on. I mean, we've had mind flayers show up on their giant ships that look like pastries.
Don't you think some of it is a little too convenient, Butch?
Pretty inconvenient for me.
We free Levistus. Calliope's got ties to that. I mean, she's tiefling, so she's gonna know the infernal. But I mean, like, I just feel like it's just too. It can't be this simple, or maybe it can be. I can't tell which one's more simple at this point. I'm just saying, think about it. I don't like, here's my concern, okay? If I had given her that, and she's in league, then she has all of the information, and you're also directly handling her full books of all of the information, Alric. So, like, maybe we need to be a little more selective as we figure these things out.
We could, I could put a divination into the ring, and Arnid could cast a divination spell to whoever it is that Arnid trusts. She's guiding his powers and stuff or maybe to the Mystic Seer, who loves me.
Perhaps we should do some surveillance on our general.
Find out more about
Let's do
General. Is it Calliope? So bad with names.
Calliope.
Perhaps we ought to do
If
the
that's her
same
real
with
name.
Hugh.
What? What'd you say?
I said perhaps we ought to do the same with Hugh.
Hugh?
Hugh.
Yes, Mr. Percival Lawcross, the person who always happens to show up when we least expect, but is most beneficial for him.
Oh, the magician we rescued. Yeah.
The warlock patron that we rescued.
The one.
Yeah, he's a magician.
He helped me with the brain problem.
He's got the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain problem.
The problem of not having one temporarily.
Gwen's not ex-boyfriend.
Yes, not like in a not way, but like actually not.
I'm very sorry about that. It's just she's human, and that's
Before recovering your brain, I don't remember you having a taste for papyrus.
Look, I was hoping
brain food.
That's
not the food for thought I was looking for, but here we are.
Food for thought, literally writing on the page, knowledge going into the body. We may have a new cuisine here. Poems of various flavors. Inks made from elderberries.
It's a local dish. You were saying.
It's not that I have suddenly developed a taste for paper. I was hoping that with my follow-up questions, maybe you all could come along with me organically. But I just didn't want to give her that at the risk that maybe it was giving her too much. So,
but
I ate it.
But I mean, as much as we've been through together, perhaps that would be like a heads up play. We should maybe.
It wasn't like I didn't think, oh, I'm going to have it and then eat it. Like, it wasn't like I was planning to eat it. I panicked. There were braziers around. The smarter option would have been putting it somewhere else. I panicked, but I just didn't want to give it to her because I don't exactly trust her.
Pastries can be real thin.
But hold on. When exactly did you stop completely trusting her?
I think the first time Elric gave her a big book of all of our secrets. That's probably the first time.
Perhaps that was something that we should have known. Before.
Argued with.
I think I need to find a glutenomancer.
It's not so much the cataloging that I have an issue with, Elric. It's where the catalog, whose hands that catalog falls into. But that, yeah. Again, it's not like I went in there thinking, oh, I have this paper and fuck, I wish I had known what I know now. But, yeah.
Or maybe it would be a Petite romancer.
You chose now. you chose now.
Now
to
for
spring
what?
To spring this distrust of our general.
I didn't.
It seems a little sudden. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just putting out there that we have had a discussion on the merits of the reports previously. And I trust you, Elric. I just think
no one ever trusted you, Quince.
It's too I just don't. I don't know. I just don't think that we should necessarily be an pardon the phrase, an open book to her.
We are a military company.
But what
Yes,
were we
but we
before
could be
we were
making
that?
pastries.
We were so many other things, Elric. And there's a hell of a lot going on right now.
I don't think we can use elderberry. I think we should use a cream for the writing.
I'm going to reach in the drawer of the table in my tent and pull out some cheese and just hand it to Butch.
I thought we were walking. Oh my god!
We did establish detect magic could be cast while we were talking.
I'm sorry, I stepped away.
Oh, God.
No!
Okay, so no cheese for you yet.
Pull the cheese from a corner of your coat.
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and take our break because it's 10 o'clock. And we will be back in about 5 or 10 minutes to continue this discussion because, yes, it is cheese time. So, we will be back shortly. So, please stick around and we will see you in just a few minutes. Hello, we are back yet again. So,
Middle school memory break.
middle school memory break, ski club. Anyway,
Throwback.
welcome everyone back. As we left, you guys were
We finished
continuing.
our conversation. No,
You finished that conversation? There's nothing.
Did we-
definitely.
In
Yep,
front of
let's
like
see.
the entire army.
So, what do you eat now?
So, you are walking towards the mess tent, if I remember correctly. So,
Yeah, I'm
What
hoping
would
they
you-
have pizza.
what would you all like to do?
I'm gonna look for sloppy joes. I'm also gonna look for hard candy for my friend Arnon.
Oh, sure.
Also, any beverages, preferably alcoholic or a malt beverage. Yeah, I'm food focused.
So, normal Butch.
Yeah.
All right. And you are able to find your way towards the mess tent, and they do have a plethora of food and or drink at your disposal. So, as you sit, you get your food, you eat. Is there anything else you wish to discuss this evening? This afternoon? I guess it's barely even lunchtime at this point.
I have an idea.
Don't everybody talk at once.
I have an idea. And I'm not sure if this will work, but and my hawk, Ethan, just kind of on my shoulder this whole time. I was kind of casually feeding Ethan dead animal. It's like, oh, here, take that. Gwen.
Yeah.
Look, I know a lot of my line of questioning has been incredibly accusatory in your direction.
I have gotten that inclination.
Yes, and regardless of the intent behind that, that was wrong of me to do. You have served this company well, and I should be far more willing to trust you than I have been. And as I'm saying that, I'm gonna. My hawk is going to kind of crawl from, not crawl, just kind of like move from my shoulder to my other shoulder to get closer to Gwen. And as I'm doing my best to apologize, I'm going to have my bird, essentially, since familiars can do that with a touch spell, it's going to lightly jump from my shoulder to Gwen's shoulder, and I'm going to cast Identify to see if there's a spell that's affecting her mind.
Are you trying to be subtle with this?
I am.
No.
I want to try and see it if this motherfucker
right.
is actively apologizing to me.
Absolutely. You can roll a sleight of hand versus Gwen's perception check.
It has a somatic and material and verbal component.
Right, which is why I'm saying sleight of hand, just in case, so he can try and do it subtly.
Yeah, but doesn't he have to say the magic words?
Which he can attempt to do under his breath, subtly.
Gotta-
Kind of work those in a conversation.
And just kind of casually say, you know what? I just want to. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I want to really identify what's going on here.
I don't think the magic word is the word identified.
Excellion.
Can I distract Gwen?
Shit. Does that count as the help action?
That would count as the help action.
Would
yes.
she know that he's trying to do this though?
That would that's a good call. No, you probably
I
wouldn't.
mean, theoretically, we could do another one where he tries to signal her to something, and I try to see that too.
I mean, the casting time is 60 seconds. How?
It's a long-winded apology.
Yeah.
It's a long-winded apology. It does
I
take a
would
while
say-
for my bird to kind of move from shoulder to
I
shoulder.
would say the fact that Rhett is somewhat distracting you lets you cast the spell without interruption. However, you rolled a 21 on your sleight of hand. Congratulations. However, Gwen rolled a 24 on her perception. So, Gwen, you are aware of what he is, that he is potentially trying to cast something through his bird when the bird tries to jump on your shoulder.
I am going to say sorry, and then I'm going to slap the bird.
Oh, this is.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be like, oh, all right, everybody.
Because I want, if I realize that he's trying to do something, my instinct is to slap the fucking bird. I can't fit it in my mouth. I'm slapping it. That's
But I'm just gonna be like, I'm like, all right.
That also
All
is
of
for
these
the
actions were
OnlyFans.
fair.
Thank you very much.
Let's play a little slap the bird.
Is that what we're calling it?
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell her. All right. Everybody has made a fair action. You know, Elric, that's fair. Gwen, that's fair. However, Gwen, can you at least appreciate that we've all been through a lot, and it does feel like you're being evasive. Arnon was very, very honest with us about some things. It feels like you're being very like closed in. That's not that. I mean, we're a family at this point.
My
you know?
whole theory out there about the general. I put the whole theory out there. Elric was there when I told Butch never to cast on me without letting me know he's going to cast on me. He wants to turn undead because he thinks I'm undead. Fucking do it. But you don't cast on me without fucking letting me know about it. It's a real fucking pet peeve of mine.
How about
I'm
these instant mashed
sorry.
potatoes?
I don't know. Did I
So
actually
good.
have to roll on hitting Ethan?
I'm
I'm enjoying the popcorn.
Okay.
It was
I didn't actually want to poof him.
No.
But
Here,
I'd
try
like
some
him
of
to
this
still be
gravy
there,
on that
but not
popcorn.
casting on me.
It's not the best gravy, but what can you do?
Which is such a sweet denial.
Would you like a meat stick?
Yes, please. I'll have one for each corner of my mouth.
Oh, then you can look like a walrus.
Corner.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Or like I just flipped out. Are you saying anything?
Yep.
Right. Ethan promptly jumps off of your shoulder after being smacked. Okay. I can see that attempts to get the truth out of you have gone sideways, both up front and in secret.
I don't understand why you think that she hasn't been upfront.
I laid out what I think is going on. If you don't believe me, or if you think I'm out of my mind, you wouldn't be the first. But that's fine. You don't have to agree.
We don't have to agree.
I just want to know if there's decent hot sauce here.
Oh my god. That is a very that's a very dangerous accusation that you are potentially, not actually, only potentially
I'm disgusted.
making of the person that has been leading us and giving us our missions ever since we've been a military company.
Should probably focus on looking for some garlic or onion.
I am just putting out there that think of the possibility. It's like I'm just not eager to dump everything out at every chance because I don't feel confident that there isn't something fucky going on.
I'm going to lean into Gwen and say, hey, Gwen,
yeah,
there's a time and a place for every conversation. Maybe we could talk about this like 3 days from now when we're like really far away from this giant military encampment. I don't know, just a thought.
You make a valid point, Butch. Valid point.
I'm going to go look for some more onions. Butch literally leaves to go look for more onions.
I don't really trust anybody, but she's never led us wrong. Her interests have aligned with ours. She's given us a lot of leeway for a bunch of noobs to the military.
She has given us a lot of leeway.
We've
And
also delivered what she's asked for every time.
Have we ever seen her and Hugh in the same place?
Yes, you did the first time when you you walked up to her office like very, very early to the war room, and she was conversing with Hugh, and then Hugh left.
She was kicking him out.
Yeah, she was basically
Got it. Okay, thank you for the reminder. I legitimately did not remember. Thank you.
No carnival for you.
I'm just saying, think about it, Elric. Before you spill the entire cauldron of beans, as it were.
Oh man, we have a cauldron of beans?
Now we have a barrel of grasshoppers. We should look into getting one of those, like an apothecary cauldron.
And we play Don't Spill the Beans with our cauldron of beans?
Once we get one.
Okay, cool.
So Butch returns with a plate with onion, garlic, a big block of cheese.
Are you cooking
And,
at the table, Butch?
No, I put the big block of cheese in front of Arnon. And I pass out onion and garlic.
Block of cheese.
It's pretty big.
Substantial, pretty substantial block of cheese.
a Skyrim wheel of cheese.
Oh boy.
So at this point, you do see.
Watch out for any arrows to the knee.
Yeah. Oh no. I was an adventurer like you. Anyway, At this point, you do see Hymir walk into the mess tent. It is about midday, so he's probably just coming to get some food.
Mhm.
He walks in and kind of looks over, nods at you all, goes up,
Not making eye contact.
grabs a plate of food, comes over.
Pops.
Good afternoon. Do you mind if I join you?
Pops, you're always welcome to join.
Fantastic. Takes a seat at the table with you.
And basically, I also look at Gwen just because I want her to. I think that she would understand that I'm just trying to de-escalate.
Don't look at Hymir. I will make eye contact with you, Red, and just kind of like resigned, like, yeah, I get it.
Like, yeah, you just. I would think that you just like understand that I'm just,
Yeah.
trying to de-escalate.
Shit's tense, and I get it.
He kind of arranges a couple things on his plate and everything. He's kind of looks around and says, well, it seems like you all have a few choices to make. What do you believe is your next play?
I think we're still waiting on another opinion.
Yeah,
Interesting.
just killing time until tomorrow.
Again,
Can you ask your goddess today for the second opinion?
If you didn't use
Maybe-
that last night, then you
maybe-
can, right?
Yep, I
Maybe
could do that.
before you eat a bag of onions.
Oh, she can't. I don't know. Maybe she can smell me.
Maybe she likes onions.
I mean,
Timing.
for as much
There's
as I know about
onions and
the-
there's onion breath.
the,
And then there's turtle onion breath.
the gods and the goddesses seem to be omnipotent, so I believe they're aware of all senses.
So the official sport of mesh, is that rugby or is it capture the flag?
Shouldn't you know?
Between the two, I would probably say rugby.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't know,
in the
all
camp
those
of really
roots.
trying to make capture the flag a thing.
I'd rather
Could
have
you-
capture the flag.
Never
Or
understood.
even tag.
Could you explain what a scrum is to me? I've never been able to get it.
It's a bunch of people all tied together. that
Tied
run.
together?
Well, their arms are like linked together and they move forward.
Why do they do that?
So it's more difficult to break them up because they're trying to protect the person that's like under the scrum. It's really unsafe. It's good to have some healers nearby.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, one of my clutch mates, he got his neck stepped on. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, high elves play like badminton. You heard of badminton?
Is
Do they play it with invisible gloves?
it something hand
I'm
to
sure
hand?
some of them do.
Does it involve mittens?
Yeah.
Only bad ones.
I mean, there aren't any rugs in rugby, so who am I? Who
But
am I
there's
to
a
talk, I
scrum.
guess? Yeah, but that's not in the name.
Yeah, scrum.
There aren't any bees in rugby either, which I think is also a missed opportunity.
I don't know. But the lizard folk.
Are there bee folk?
We have, I mean, there are. I don't know.
It's kind
I'm
of
sure-
if you don't let them play.
I'm sure that there's bee folk on one of the planes of existence.
I would love to think it's not just tiny bee folk. I think it's just one sentient mass of bee folk.
Now, as
work
you
together
guys
like a
have
school
Like Thrakreen.
were in there for that conversation.
I'm sorry, Heimer. We're talking about serious shit here.
Serious.
What the fuck,
What-
Dad?
What
So,
was-
like, a mass of bee people, like in one lump, or like a big.
No, all the bees
Beepers.
working. Okay, you know how there
Like
are the
1
bees
million
that
ants.
will kill a predator by getting all together, all in a cluster, and beating their wings really hard, and they make the predator die of overheating. It's like
yeah.
I
those,
know.
but I'm thinking that they're phenomenal. But I'm thinking that it's like that. But
Do-
they're all working together as one
Do they
creature.
like this big mass of bees? Do they take like a humanoid form, or do they just go for big bee form?
Imagine it's less specific than that.
It's
No, I
just
think it's an
amorphous.
opportunity.
You guys, Pops is like texting
Sorry.
now. He's super bored with our
Get
conversation.
off your sending stone, Dad. We're eating dinner.
I'm just trying to
Be
kill
upset.
time
Stones at the table, Pops.
until we can move
Oh
forward.
my god.
I'm trying to move
Well-
forward, but you won't stop wasting
I
time.
was thoroughly enjoying that conversation. Please go on. Go on, sir.
So, what is your take on this situation? The female that they seem to have found.
She seems like.
Oh, you mean that bitch right that way?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we'll talk to her tomorrow, see what she knows, and then we can go on our expedition and stuff.
Now coming
Voice
from Madison
of Celine.
Square Garden. Well, it seems like you have a few choices ahead of you. There is the issue with Darkwater. There is, I believe you mentioned something about a town of Barovia.
Yeah.
And now there is this this woman here who claims to know where the King of Shan might be soon.
What do you think about Darkwater? You're from there.
It's to think that he is missing is very disturbing, to say the least. It is Darkwater has been in place for quite a while. He has been comfortable with where he is due to the worship and the constant gifts from the lizard folk and others.
I believe it's pronounced GIFs.
And depending on
Pull my fork out.
How dare you?
depending
It's not. It's not.
It's not.
It's not. I hate it so much.
It's GIF.
graphical.
I still think there's merit to
graphical.
both, but let's not argue about it.
Graphical. GIF. GIF graphics.
Could have just made it griffs, and then it would have been less of a problem.
Anyway. Sorry.
Oh my god.
There's only one other word in the English language that starts with GIF, and as soon as we start giving out GIFs for Christmas, then I'll call them GIFs.
What about
Or
a giraffe?
That's GIR,
IRAF.
not GIF.
anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
Good breath.
From what I've heard, or it's Darkwater has been a fierce protector. I mean, we do not condone any kind of dragon overlord, and we clearly do not agree to his self-proclaimed rule of mesh. However, our benefits have been aligned for the past 150 years or so.
Do you guys still like protest outside of his lair, just like to keep up appearances?
No.
Just like
No.
working together behind the scenes, but
We
picketing.
believe that at this point, Shan is a much more deadly threat than, and having an ancient dragon to our side is a lot more beneficial than having him as an enemy, as well as dealing with the Shanian armies. So,
How wide is a dragon's territory?
Well, I guess that depends on the dragon. I mean, Darkwater has made a residence deep in the swamps of Mesh. If you ask us what his territory is, we would give you a completely different answer than if you asked him what his territory was. If it was for him, he would say that his territory is the whole of Mesh. However, the council believes we have given him a spot in the swamps to lay claim to, and he stays out of our way and we stay out of his. Him and his lizard folk live in that area and dwell in that area.
There haven't been any dragons who have challenged this territory, have there?
Not that we're aware of, no. I have been clearly have been here for quite a while, so I was not aware until Butch, your clutch mates, brought this news to our attention yesterday. But we do have people who we are sending to investigate. However, that still leaves the possibility of what you all will do next. As I see it, there are multiple paths before you. And while I do believe that you still need to wait and hear what Arnin's compatriot says in the morning.
Yep, I'm looking forward to that.
Decision will have to be made as to where you go next and what you believe the next most viable course of action will be. I've spoken with the general. She sees merit in all of the approaches, so I believe she will leave it up to you as to which route you all take next.
Didn't seem particularly inclined to one or the other.
Not particularly. She seems to find that no matter what, the end of the war is clearly our main objective here, and whatever route you all choose could potentially be the next viable solution. Either way, we are looking at either taking out someone who potentially a general of the army, or finding an ally, or possibly removing the head of the entire nation itself. Whether or not this is the time that is most appropriate for that is up to you, and up to, I guess, whether or not it is even feasible. We will have to hear what this Lamias has to say in the morning. I was just curious what what your thought process was, and what you currently believe would be your next course of action.
Well, I'm all for finding Darkwater. As far as I'm concerned, this person who showed up with information is a distraction, and I'm looking forward to getting it over with.
Suppose it depends on which matter seems more pressing.
And level appropriate.
A missing dragon is a very big deal. But the King of Shan being available for us to depose. Opportunities like that.
Don't forget that we have potentially the true King of Shan back in Torchev as well.
That's true.
You want to play the old switcheroo?
It is a possibility, however, I believe we would need to see this other king, this so-called imposter before we made that switcheroo. Plus, wasn't there someone who this supposed Caius said could potentially be a benefit?
The
Someone.
one that would recognize him?
Yes.
His servant. I don't remember his name.
Neither do I currently. However, it seems like you all have decisions to make once you speak with this Lamia tomorrow morning.
Suppose it would just come down to that.
Well, Butch is gonna consult the goddess sometime today, too. See what she's got to throw in the mix. Plus, if we use the amulet, I mean, we could just completely go on a different track.
That is also a possibility.
It's true.
Now, serious question. It's been bugging me for a while. You went to Sigil with us, and we're on the plane below Sigil as well. How high do you think you'd have to jump from the rim before, instead of falling back to the rim, you fell down towards the plane?
I am not familiar with how the arcane nature of Sigil works and what the
Yeah, but what do you think? Like, guess, like, if you were jumping off of the ring, could you jump high enough that the gravity from the plane below would take over and you'd fall down that spire?
I guess theoretically yes. However, I would assume that the incantations that keep Sigil afloat would have a strong enough force that wouldn't be very, very difficult to achieve. You would probably have to jump quite a ways, probably more than any mortal could.
Probably like a 5% chance.
Maybe
that you
a
could pull that
5%
off.
chance.
1 in 20.
Perhaps.
I think you would have to have some sort of magic that would help you jump far enough, I would think.
What if we could run up a wall and then jump like I did outside that castle? That might help. Maybe if I climbed to the top of that tree that you ported us in through and jump from up there.
I'm curious where this train of thought is leading.
I told you it's been on my mind for some time now.
I understand that, but unfortunately, I believe this would be something that doesn't really have a purpose.
Not all doors lead to a purpose.
Especially
Some
not
of
in
them
Sigil.
lead to broom closets and stuff.
Or they do lead one place, and then a second later, then it's a broom closet. And
Or the water
freaking out.
plane. Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
an onion room.
Yeah.
It's layers.
Mhm.
My layers got layers. Anyway. Well, it's been nice chatting with you. I have things to attend to.
Think about it.
I promise you I will not.
Now that you're done at the table, Pops, you're totally cool to use your sending stone again.
You've been excused. I'm just gonna look at Arna and see what I mean.
Yeah. Gotta ration out that stone time.
So,
Great.
is there
Or- yes,
anything
that's
else
great.
you want to accomplish today?
Is there like something we could cast on that stone where we could monitor his stone time?
Oh my god.
Like parental controls on his sending stand?
I mean, I think that's not a
Wizard
bad
controls.
idea.
Sure thing.
Like circle?
Get the fuck out of here.
We're gonna put like Life 360 on his phone.
Oh my god.
So, for the sake of brevity, is there anything else that you want to accomplish this day?
We don't do that here.
Nope. You could re-import my character sheet from
Brevity
D&D
only,
Beyond.
no
I
brevity.
can, yes.
Well, I would like Butch to have the opportunity to get us our second opinion.
Yep.
Are we waiting till like we're all resting to do that? Or are we doing that in the middle of the day?
Well, I mean, he should do it today. If he doesn't get a good answer, then he can do it again the next day.
I can ask tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow I can ask a question about the information that we get from what's her face? Lamia, was it?
Yes.
Malia?
Malia?
Named after the fierce
It's better than the
Blind
other
creatures.
thing
So-
I almost said.
I think there is something Elric would do before the day is over.
Flavia?
I know exactly what you were about to say.
Oh my god.
I have self-control. This is fine.
Liar.
Anyway,
Anyway,
spelled with an FL. Flavia, the tattooed lady.
So,
Elric
Butch.
is going to
what is Elric
Yes.
doing? Hold on.
Elric was going to, before the day was over, try to meet with the general one-on-one.
All right. So, while you do that, actually, Butch, where are you going about your ritual here?
In the privacy of whatever tent we've been given.
Okay. So you're doing it by yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather wait till the moon is in the sky.
Okay.
But
All right. Well, we'll come back to that then. And for the sake of timeline, Elric, you are able to find your way into the general's tent later. You do see her sitting at her desk, working over some papers and everything. Couple guards outside. Just they wave you on without a issue.
General,
Elric, what can I do for you?
how do I say this? You've read the report.
Indeed.
Elric's going to look over his shoulder to make sure no one from the group is peering in. We might need to have some contingencies ready.
Exactly what are you suggesting here, Elric?
I'm not, and I can't be certain just yet. But I think Hugh Percival Lawcross might have compromised my team.
What would that carnival barker have to gain from compromising your team? And better yet, how would such a peddler of mysticisms and crap, how would someone like that go about compromising your team?
Well, you saw it happen. Gwen going after that paper.
Yes, that was a little weird. So you believe she is under the influence of this carnival man?
I believe it's possible. I can't confirm one way or another yet, but I'm keeping my eye on her.
I would still like to know what your thoughts are of this carnival Barker and why you would think he would have such a strong opinion as to make this person eat a piece of evidence. That doesn't really make much sense to me.
Well, from everything that I've seen and what I can gather of Lacrosse himself, he doesn't seem to be much of the sensible sort outside of considering Gwen his potential plaything.
Interesting. So I'm taking it you don't believe he's just a regular old carnival ringmaster.
No. I believe you know the term you would use for someone who grants that kind of power.
You believe he is some sort of patron?
I believe it's possible.
Interesting.
The inquiry is ongoing.
Interesting.
Gwen's behavior has become increasingly erratic and paranoid.
I mean, there was clearly some evidence of that earlier yesterday when she decided to feast on a piece of parchment, but keep an eye on it. Unfortunately, there is nothing that I can really go on to at this point. She hasn't done anything. I mean, she's done some things that are a little weird and potentially slightly dangerous, but unfortunately, at this point, I don't really have anything to, say, charge her on or take her out of assignment. So the best I can say at this point is keep an eye on her and continue to let me know what you find.
Of course. As it stands right now, I'm still trying to discern whether or not her erratic actions are of her own doing or if she's being in some way, shape, or form controlled.
I mean, I have not known her very long, but in the month or so, or few months that I have known her, she's always been slightly erratic. There has been nothing normal or level-headed about this person since the moment they came to Castellatri.
That is a fair point.
But this is the first time that I've ever seen them eat something that was potential evidence. She's always been a little odd, but I can see what where your suspicions came from.
Right.
Like I said, keep an eye on her and continue to report on what you find.
Of course. And as I say, I bid you good night.
Indeed.
As I am bidding General Calliope good night, I would like to just do a quick glance to see if there's anything particularly demonic? Anything particularly like
yeah. Go ahead and
like a quick glance. Is there anything that might incriminate the general?
Make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Fortunately, you don't really notice anything. Nothing too out of the ordinary with an 11.
Right. Yes. Good night, General.
Good night, Eric. So,
Would he have done this at a time we were all asleep?
no, this was probably, I'm
Like
assuming,
afternoon,
yeah,
evening.
afternoonish, something like that.
So you would meet back up with us? Would you have told us what you were doing?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so if
but we
if
would
you
have
just,
noticed like you were fucking gone.
yeah, if he just fucked
mean,
off,
You guys
when
are
he comes-
in a camp. I mean, you guys aren't spending every second together, so he left.
Well,
for
you
a little
make
bit.
us say what we're doing every other time.
valid point.
Mister, you can try.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, if he suddenly appears,
I mean, the way I look at it, you guys know that you have nothing to do until the next morning, so you guys aren't just like spending every second together. You guys are off doing your own shit. So at one point, when everyone else is off doing their own shit, Elric slides off and goes and talks to Calliope.
or if we are all meeting back up, then I would ask Elric, what did he do?
Would you? Would you really?
Is there?
Would you
I don't-
really?
I think
I
at
would,
the end of
and
the
the
day,
reason I
like when it's
wouldn't-
mealtime, I think
Or
that we
would.
would like it's like any normal relationship. You just be like, "Hey, what'd you guys do today?"
I'm not,
Night meal
Soup.
time?
I'm not
Hey, meal
super
Yeah,
content with his whole deal trying to cast on me secretly. So I'm suspicious.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, we'll get back to that.
also, Elric, you don't call it night meal time. Come on. I'm just kidding.
Butch.
I don't have to ask that, but that's fine.
Butch. So, you go off to perform your ritual. You said you're doing it by yourself.
Well, in our tent,
Yeah. So,
away from the prying eyes of other soldiers.
so you are making everyone aware of what you're doing, correct?
I'd probably say, all right, I'm going to go I'll go do the divination now.
So, as you go into your tent and you start setting up to your divination, suddenly Gwen busts through.
Does she?
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
I?
Hey, Gwen.
Hey, bud. Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. You must be real tired, right? You maybe
No?
maybe rest first, or
What?
I saw them doing feats of strength. If you feel like maybe, I think you do really well with them. You want to go check it out?
No?
Okay. I mean,
Hey,
they might
Nick,
have.
where
some,
am I right now? Sorry. Where am I right now?
Somewhere.
Gwen,
I
if
don't
you
know,
want
where are
company,
you?
you're welcome to stay here.
Well, I mean, I just figured, like the tents are so like claustrophobic. We could go like outside and enjoy some air.
Gwen.
Yeah.
I retreat into my shell when I am feeling upset. This tent is not claustrophobic.
Okay, it is for me, and I would just love for you to come enjoy the air with me. I please don't go in your shell. I'd like you out of your shell, outside with me.
I have something to say.
Roll an
after
insight.
this.
16 on my insight check for what the F is going on.
I would say I mean,
Is she clearly distressed? Does she need comforting?
yeah, she just seems like there's something bothering her and she just needs a friend. Right? Would you say that's correct, Gwen?
Yep. It's just a sudden urge to be out of the tents and not alone.
I think Emery's about to have an aneurysm over here.
Deep breaths, buddy.
It's like,
So
wait, a
what
double,
time of
triple,
day does the
what the
moon
fuck?
appear up in the sky?
What was that?
Because the moon can come out during the daytime. Just trying to gauge how much time we have left in the day.
Oh, fuck me.
It doesn't have to be particularly accurate.
Hold on, I gotta look at the thing now.
Do you need the moon for this?
No, it's just thematic and it makes me more comfortable.
Okay.
And comfort
mean-
is essential when doing spells.
At this point in the cycle of the month, you are in like it's a very thin little crescent. So no, I would
Okay.
say that the moon would not be out during the day at this point. It would be not visible until slightly after dusk.
All right, so it's slightly after dusk at this point.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gwen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gwen.
Yeah. Glitch.
Why don't you sit down?
I don't like I don't want to do that, but we can take a walk.
I think I'm coming back at this point. After just like finding some random people to just kind of jam with around the camp. I think that I would like to happen upon part of this exchange.
All right, then you'll probably run into us as we are leaving the tent.
What are you guys doing?
We're gonna go for a walk.
Gwen
Maybe
would like to
find-
go for a walk.
And maybe find Butch some feats of strength. Yeah. He's our strong boy.
Yeah, but I mean, don't you guys think we should like relax a little bit? This kind of, I mean, we've been out and about quite a bit. Like, what's?
Gwen wants to go for a walk.
Like that's a mesh thing, you know, like
How many times have we gone out for
paper
walks?
toss. What?
How many times have we gone out for walks as just a jolly jaunt?
I mean, not enough, Rhett. Not enough.
Gwen, what is bothering you?
I just need to move, and I need you to move with me.
Why does Butch have to go? I mean, there's
I just want him to.
Gwen, I think that you're a strong, independent woman that don't need no turtle.
But I can
You know,
choose
I
my
mean-
turtle when you know I can make an active turtle choice, and that's
True.
what I'm
No,
doing.
that's absolutely true. I just sense a little hesitation in Butch, so I just want to make sure this is. I feel like, are you feeling okay? Like, have you eaten enough today? Are you hydrated?
I've had plenty of nut milk because that just keeps appearing, and I wish Butch would quit thinking about it, but there it is. But anyways,
Yeah, you're real fucking manic right now. It's,
No,
super weird.
yeah, I mean it's fine. I think it's just like this is that you know we're like rolling into that new moon energy.
You know
which
what?
you'd
You
think
know
would
what could be
lower.
cool? You know what could be cool? Like, I think the walk would feel much brisker for you. Do you want to like maybe transform him into a spider? You can hang out on one of our shoulders. We can take a
Nick,
jump that way.
as those two
No,
are
I mean,
talking, I'm out of my pouch. I'm pulling out my incense and sacrificial offering.
Okay.
Can I see him doing this?
Probably.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
That's not how Butch rolls.
Okay, then yes,
Yes.
you can.
Yes, he
I'm.
probably would, but it's not going to go well.
Oh my God, Scott!
Oh my god.
So, listeners, if you're strictly listening, I think it's a big benefit to watch us live. That's all I'm gonna say.
All
It's
right,
a little tease.
let's try
for you.
my sleight of hand.
Wait. Oh, you are okay. I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Well, Nick asked me if I am, and I'm like, I don't know.
So yeah,
I-
if,
and
if
I-
you're trying to be sneaky, then sleight of hand versus Gwen's perception. Oh no.
Hold on. I tried
I
before I
rolled
rolled.
7
Can I also do a sleight of hand to kind of like cover up what he's doing? Because I'm feeling suspicious.
I mean, you might be able to give me advantage by distracting.
Yeah, I would say you can give him advantage. You can't. Your sleight of hand won't really do much, but you can assist Butch and give him advantage. So go ahead and roll that again with advantage, Butch.
He's rolling it
I
with
guess I'll
advantage,
just-
or he's just rolling it.
I'll
the
just
second
roll
time?
it again.
Yeah, just roll it
Second
again.
time, take the higher of the two.
Got to beat a 20 though.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You know that.
I mean, like even with Bardic die or whatever. No.
No.
Okay.
I rolled lower the second time.
Yeah, so a 7
Right.
versus Gwen's 20. So Gwen, you absolutely see him starting to pull out the components.
When I see him do that, I like if he's pulled them out in his hands, I want to just clap my hands on top of his big turtle hands and just try to scatter it.
What is going on?
But
I'm
under the guise that I was just so excited.
and I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm not dumb. What's happening?
I'm rolling athletics to grapple her.
Go for it.
Oh shit!
Versus-
Do I have to counter that?
Either athletics,
With what?
athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I don't know which one's me. Oh, 20.
What?
I'm gonna
So
I'm gonna-
Regardless,
with
it's-
that, hold on.
Stop.
I did a backflip.
With that, you are able to smack his hands. He tries to grab you, and you just kind of like duck out of the way. But yeah, Butch, your components are now scattered across the floor.
That's fine. I say, Gwen, stop. I turn my back to her, and I pick up my spell components.
And I try to also pick up some of his spell components.
Oh my
I'm
god!
going to cast my unseen servant to block to just fuck with Gwen so she cannot pick up shit that Butch is trying to pick up.
Still try?
What do I roll to prevent her from picking up my spell components?
Wonder what incense tastes like.
My god!
My unseen
like
servant
more-
is going to assist Butch in picking things up, and I'm going to vocalize that with Butch. I'm like, I'm gonna let
Alright.
let our unseen servant help you out, buddy.
So how you do that? Shit, I don't even know what to make.
I am willing to put my body between her and those components.
I'm gonna say do another athletics, acrobatics, contested roll again.
Against my unseen servant.
Son
No,
of a
Butch.
gun.
Hey, I
Are
was
you
gonna
fucking kidding me?
I was gonna give Butch advantage. You still have advantage, because
Right.
of the unseen servant. But Gwen just got a natural 20.
Oh, Foundry, we love you.
Oh my god! So that's a 19 versus a 22. Gwen, you're able to get a little bit of that shit.
Oh my god!
All right. If I got it, I just shove it in my pockets.
Do I have any way to contact Elric?
Not other than
All right.
just yelling for him. Not really.
I turn to Gwen. I look her dead in the eye. I say, stop. And I cast Hold Person.
Oh my god, is that a save?
It is.
Oh, I was supposed to click on someone.
Oh yeah, target Gwen.
Right. Or
Oh,
this picture's,
shit.
I was doing theater of the mind. Which one is Gwen?
The one with
Wisdom
the
save,
green border.
Gwen.
Not the blue one. That's the blue one's me.
Yeah, green.
Yeah,
one
the green
is-
one is her.
Nick, can you just move it to the other person?
That's fine. That is a 10. So Gwen, you are held.
I will walk over to Gwen and I will take back my spell components.
I put them in my pockets. Good luck.
My unseen
I
servant will
talk?
take them out.
I
You-
can't talk.
Yeah, you can
Can I?
talk. You just can't move.
Okay.
You're paralyzed.
Just paralyzed.
Therein.
My unseen
One of my
unseen
pockets.
servant is
I
taking
will
shit
empty
back
all of her pockets.
and giving it to
Until I get my
Butch. He's
components.
helping Butch.
Please don't scatter my bones all over the ground.
So yeah, while
Gwen?
Gwen is paralyzed here, the unseen servant kind of
You?
reaches in the pockets and pulls out the spell components and hands them back to Butch.
Do you think I care for you so little that this betrayal of me and the goddess would cause me to... No, I will not mess with your stuff the way you've messed with mine.
I just
Why are you
I'll
so
take my stuff
paranoid that
and I
he would
will
mess
go.
with your stuff when that's never happened before?
because I just messed with his.
Right. But we also understand that you are not being yourself right now. And at this point, I do start yelling for Elric and Arnon. I don't know how close they are, but I think that it's important that we're all together as much as we possibly can be.
Elric and Arnon make perception checks.
Oh shit.
And then if for some reason
Oh, boy.
we can't, I think that we take one of her sending stones.
How
I mean, they have
long?
passive perception.
How long?
You get to roll every round to break 3.
Do I have
Okay. I don't
do
know
I have
when that is.
disadvantage because I'm reading?
No.
Perception?
Yeah, perception check to see if you hear.
Perception.
23.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Arnon,
Never
you
mind.
for sure hear. Elric, it takes you a little while, but eventually you hear her yelling for you. Hear Rhett yelling for you as well.
How many rounds does it take me to find my components, and does she break free before that?
I will say Gwen. I will say. Let's see. Unseen servant would be an action to search through the pockets. I will say a total of 3 turns. So, Gwen, do 3 what is it? Wisdom save? I can't remember.
Yeah. 3 more wisdom saves or 2 more?
2
wisdom
more
saves?
wisdom saves. Sorry.
Aha, my DC is 16 now.
That's 15 on the first one.
Ooh.
That's a 20 on the second one. So you are able to break free right as the unseen servant hands Butch back his spell components.
Can I cast something else or is it too soon?
Is
What
it a
is
roll-off to see
going
who
on
gets-
in here?
No, he got him. The unseen servant took him away.
Yeah.
Like I didn't.
Oh,
get
I'm
out of it
aware of
until
that.
after. telling
I'm
you.
not. I don't think I'm totally comfortable with you being able to having free movement.
What did
That's
you
being real
do?
weird.
What are you doing?
No, I'm asking if I'm asking the DM, not the
Oh.
person who's acting fucking crazy. If I can do anything
Curious.
else.
I'm going to say
Yeah, you can grab her. You can grab her and hold her.
I'm going to say at this
like people
point,
do.
I'm going to say at this point, I need Gwen, Rhett, and Butch to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Me?
You're
I'm
not
giving
quite
myself
there yet.
advantage on initiative.
No.
Fuck me.
All right.
Hot now.
Did
damn.
did that give you advantage? Or well, you're first anyway, so I don't think it
No,
really
it
matters.
didn't.
All right, Butch, you're up first. You just got your components back.
Okay. Well, in that case, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. I intone my divination spell.
All right, let me read.
It's not ideal. It's not great.
Let me read.
The
divination real
question
quick.
is the one that I sent you at the end of last week.
So it is one action.
Yep.
Let me read how you wrote this out. Give me just 1 second.
I kind of imagine myself, once I get them, throwing them into the air so they become as the stars to decorate the moon. As I then intone the question quietly, but she can hear me. She knows.
So you hear Butch ask the question, where do you need to go to investigate the disappearance of Blackwater? And in that time, it takes a few seconds, what feels like minutes to you, but in reality, you know, is only a few seconds. And you hear the response in your head to tell you there are more things in play than you realize. Hold on. I'm trying to parse this together in my head right now. So give me a second. There are more things in play than you realize. Blackwater is a piece of the puzzle. Multiple paths lead to a singular destination. Look for shit. My brain stopped.
My coming on the third day.
Look to the east. No. Sorry, my brain literally stopped working in the middle of that.
It's okay. I mean, presumably she's going to end with something that answers the question where, whether or not we're going to find the thing that I think we're going to find. I'm just asking her to point us in the location direction. So.
But it does say that she can answer with a cryptic riddle.
Oh, yeah, well. Absolutely.
There once was a turtle from Poughkeepsie.
Drank nut milk until he was tipsy.
God damn it. I'm not mad that you said it. I'm mad that you said it first.
Yes. There are multiple things in play. Darkwater is a piece of a larger puzzle. To find Darkwater, you must first find who is controlling the situation. Find the leader and you will find the dragon.
Thank you, Mystic Seer.
So in that time frame, Butch kind of threw all these particles up, and to you, Butch, time stopped. These pieces of incense and other materials sparkling like stars above you. As this save the cheerleader, no.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yep.
Then, after the answer is given to you, time returns to normal. The particles fall around you. The rest of you, nothing seemed to have happened. Gwen, are you doing anything? You're muted.
Yeah, I was like, what is something wrong with my
No, it's me. Do I know what he did?
You saw him cast. That's it.
Have I seen him cast it before?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, sure.
So I would know then that you had done it, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I asked my question in common, so you know what question I asked too.
You say it out loud?
Probably. Yeah, I said it out loud.
Okay. Fuck. I am going to. Where are we right now? How big of a space are we in?
You guys were right outside of the tent that you had just walked him out of the tent to go for your walk when all this happened.
I'm gonna wild shape into a oh fuck. Sorry, I wasn't ready. I'm gonna wild shape into a
Small burrowing animal.
Just a yeah. Just a cat. No, I'm not. Not a cat. I'm gonna make it a can't I be a horse at this point?
What's your total CR that you can wild shape into?
I'm gonna answer that question. CR half.
So yeah, you can into a warhorse. A warhorse is a CR 1/2. With a speed of 60.
Yeah, that
Still
sounds
not-
great.
Yeah, still not strong enough to support my weight though. Nothing.
So you
I'm just gonna I'm gonna wild shape into a warhorse. Panic mode.
what are you doing after you wild shape?
I'm gonna just find other horses.
You're gonna dip the fuck out?
Yep, just 60 feet and away from the tent.
Alright.
So I come up to this tent as a warhorse barges out.
Yep. Well, no, they were
We were
they
outside.
were outside of the tent.
Oh,
Rhett, are you doing anything?
So she hasn't been able to get. I mean, she moves at a normal rate.
No,
right?
she moves as a warhorse. She moves at 60 feet, so she moves double your speed.
Let me just-
So she is
sorry,
now.
Let me just check some things super quick.
She's now probably about 60 feet away from you.
Yep, just let me check something really
That's
quick.
fine.
Because I had a plan, and then you know how plans go.
Right. Step one, make the plan.
Step 2, burn it all to the ground.
That's step 3.
Step 3, profit.
Great, 90 feet. Okay, I'm gonna cast thorny ground hugs to catch her.
Thorny ground hugs.
Is that
Oh,
restrain
thorny.
me?
Thorny groundhogs.
A big diphthong there.
you've been reading my taxidermy book.
What is thorny ground hugs again? Was that
It's an entangle.
entangle?
Also that oh no. Do I have to roll?
Hold on, I have to place it first.
Yeah.
Ooh, do we have an out of the tent battle?
Oh my god. That's
Sweet.
fantastic.
Fantastic.
Why is
bad.
Elric laying down?
Too bad none of this is on the stream right now.
The sound was
Looks like
Guys, I hit the wrong button. There we go.
Rhett needs a V8 too.
Yeah.
So it's
Hey, why do I need a
strength.
V8?
So
As you're
It makes
walking.
him a little,
Because your
little
character's
rotated.
at a 45-degree angle.
strength, yeah, strength saving throw 8. Yeah, is that with the horses? So it is
Oh, that's
a
right.
plus. The strength, it's a
4.
+4, so that is a 12, which is still not her DC. Her DC is 14, so you are restrained.
So I'm a horse. Does it, and it doesn't damage me, right?
No, I think it's just restrained.
All right.
So-
are Arnon and Elric
I would
here
say
yet?
Arnon is showing up right now. Yes, Elric still, it's going to be a little bit because he rolled a 10.
What
So
the
I-
fuck is
I'm
going on?
60 feet away and held by vines,
Yes.
but have taken no damage.
Correct.
Gwen's freaking out. She turned into a horse, and the vines, she's caught in the vines.
She hurt anybody?
Not yet, but it
No.
seems like she might. She is not acting like herself. She's like really just like manic, and she's also very like strangely confident. Like
Not-
she's not questioning anything that she's asking us to do. She's just saying shit.
I'm not sure that's the answer. Maybe we just let her go be on her own for a little while?
No, she wanted to take she tried to stop Butch from casting divination. She tried to take his like I had to use my unseen servant to help him get his stuff back. Shit's real weird, man. I don't think that we should let her go yet. We need to figure this out. I think we need to wait for Elric.
All right.
She can't get out of her wild shape while she's restrained, can she?
Yeah, she can drop wild shape at any time. It's basically like concentration.
But
Rhett, you could hunter's mark her and at least know where she is.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'll do that.
You will have to wait until next round because you can't do 2 leveled spells.
Got it. Word. Okay. I'm good because I don't want to get too far away from her either. I still I care. Like I don't want bad shit to happen to her. I'm freaking out a little bit.
At this point, Arnon, you're there, so roll initiative for me.
Okay. Sorry, my bar keeps moving. What in the hell?
All right. Butch, are you doing anything?
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to use I'm going to try my persuasion to calm Gwen down and tell her, Gwen, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get you through this. We're gonna find out what's going on and help you take care of this. You don't need to leave. I was generally trying to calm her down. Am I at disadvantage because of the situation?
Yes, I would say persuasion at disadvantage.
Okay.
Unless you're talking to a horse. I
Well,
just want to make that just put that image out there. That's what's happening.
so only a 12.
All right. I would say...
Still better than average.
All right. Anything else that you're doing?
I'll move toward her.
Okay.
Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to move toward her. I'm going to just stay where I am. I don't want her to misinterpret me moving towards her as being aggressive or anything.
All right.
You know how horses are.
Arnon, are you doing anything?
How far away from her am I?
You are probably, if you came in from one way, she went off the other way. You're probably a good, like, 80 feet, I would say.
Okay. I'm gonna... She's still restrained as of right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna run... Dash... And then Misty Step to right to the other side of her.
Okay.
And that's all I can do. I'm not, I'm gonna wild horse this.
Fantastic. So you get right up next to her.
Yeah, just like that.
Gwen, that leaves us to you.
Wild stallion.
How close is Arnon to me?
Oops.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah,
I'm engaged.
He's right next to you. He's within 5 feet at this point.
Okay, I roll a save now for the entangling vines?
Is it at the beginning or end of your turn? Hold on, let me check. You can use your action to make a strength check if you would like.
And the only thing it's stopping me from doing is moving?
Correct.
Yeah, you can do anything else except move. So
I I'm gonna try to I'm gonna use my action to try to break out while I have a strength advantage.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
It's 15, right?
Yeah, it was 15 or 16, yeah.
Okay.
Is the +4 from the horse? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's 14, so yeah, you're still restrained.
All right, and I think the
that's
screen is waiting for you to pick a spot to Misty Step.
Is it? Oh.
I think that's I think that's it.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Rhett, what are you doing?
Is anybody trying to talk to her at this point? Like,
I
I've
did.
explained to
I
her.
mean, but your silver tongue will be much more effective.
All right. So wait. But she's still her. So I don't have to do speak with animals if you're a horse, right?
No.
Aren't you
No,
still
she
you?
can still understand you.
Okay.
But I'm not.
It'd be amazing.
You
if
won't know
druids
what I'm
lost.
saying back. If I were to say something.
All right. Fair. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna say, we don't know what the fuck's going on. You're acting crazy. You're not acting like you. You have to tell us something so that we can stop whatever the fuck this is. Like, just talk to me. Like, what's going on?
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck.
Butch. I
She's
mean,
not
is
allowed.
that
Okay.
is that it for your turn?
No. Well, I mean, if it's speak with animals, like, wouldn't that be in the same turn that she'd talk back to me?
Would you like to say
You don't
anything
need
back?
a cast speak with animals.
If I want to understand what she's saying back, I
Yeah.
do. That was
Sorry. Would you like to?
Wait, just
Yes. Would you like to say something back, Gwen?
I think I would just say I need a minute.
Hey guys, well, I'm not. What is going on? So I'm just relaying that to you guys. I'm like at this point, like I don't know what to do. I don't want to hurt her. I can't make her talk to us. You know, I have speak with animals. All she said is that she needs a minute, which sounds like her, but every other action does not seem like her. So I need some input.
Good.
Yep.
All right, Butch. What are you doing?
I'm going to keep talking to her. I mean, my persuasion rolls are not good as Rhett's, but I'll roll what I can. I'm going to tell her, Gwen, please take some deep breaths, calm down. I want to deal with this as friends. I don't want to have to go get your dad.
Wildly stomping the ground.
He's wildly stomping. No
Is
words.
I'm assuming this is still
Actually, you just hear
disadvantage?
"Don't you fucking dare." That's what you would be hearing from me, Rhett.
Okay.
is, "Don't you
I heard
fucking
"Don't
dare."
you fucking dare," aka nay.
All right, I'm gonna roll a disadvantage, I guess.
Go for it.
I was looking forward to seeing. Yep. 15.
Nick, thank you for
still
being the only
really
person that
good.
liked my horse joke. I appreciate it.
I did. I appreciated it. Anything else for you, Butch?
15's pretty good.
All right.
Think I'm doing okay.
Arnon, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm going to do about the only thing that I know that might help. And she has seen me do this before. It has to be on a willing creature. I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on her now that I'm next to her. Which will, if she happens to be charmed, frightened, or possessed by aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiends, or undead, it will give her advantage on any saving throws against that status.
Fantastic.
So kind of rub my hands together. You see some spectral wings come up behind me, and then see that energy with gold flecks kind of flow through my arm into my hand and wrap around her.
All right.
And you can, if you're not willing, it doesn't do anything.
Very good. Anything else on your turn?
And that's all I got. I'm just gonna stay non-aggressive.
Gwen, what are you doing?
Um. I'm just gonna try to break free again.
That's 17. You snap through those vines.
6 feet. Directly away from the group.
Anything else?
Nope.
Rhett, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm dropping concentration on entangle. Yeah.
All right.
And she's gone, right?
I mean, she's still 60 feet away. She's
And you can
from
still see
you,
her, right?
From you, she's probably, because she was probably about 80 feet away from you to begin with, I believe. So she's pretty far away from you. She's over 100 feet away from you. Probably about 150 feet, 140 feet.
Wait, how far
Ugh.
away is she from me?
About 140 feet, roughly.
Yeah, that's out of range for your hunter's mark if you still wanted to do that.
It is. It barely.
Well, you got movement of your own too.
No, I know, but even with my movement, I still barely miss her with Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action, so you could dash and still cast it.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a good call. Yeah, you can move double your movement.
Yeah, I want to do that then.
Just so we don't lose her.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't, because again, I don't want to hurt her. Like, that's not the point. Like,
Crap, does that mean that Red can't sleep tonight?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
It only lasts for an hour, so.
And not only that, I just
Well,
like, even if like, I wouldn't care anyway. Like,
it says,
Oh, if you did a higher level, it's.
yeah, if you use a spell slot of third or fourth, you can maintain your concentration for up to 8 hours.
Oh, okay. I mean, can I undo that? I don't know. Honestly, I don't understand the spell slot stuff. I'm going to just be very honest.
That's fine.
Okay.
Anything else?
Well, can I do? How do I need to do this?
For it to
last?
It's fine. It'll last.
Okay. Cool.
Right. Butch, are you doing anything? She's probably a good close to 140 feet away from you as well.
Crap. I think Butch is going to move forward toward her like 10 feet and realize he doesn't know what to do. And he's just going to feel like shit.
Does that end your turn?
I guess so.
Arnon, are you doing anything?
So we're in the middle of a war camp. Is anything going on around us?
This has all been like within, 18 seconds. We're only on round 4. So
There's nobody walking around or anything paying attention.
nobody seems to have noticed any of
All
this.
right,
yet.
I'm just gonna walk back towards the other guys. Just
Have I noticed?
let her go.
You're almost there. I mean, you rolled a 10 on your perception check. You would have showed up the following round.
Like the round after this one?
Yes. So,
I'm just walking back and
Gwen,
I'm gonna go another 60 feet. How big a fucking warhorse is? I'm gonna just try to like quickly turn a corner around the tallest thing I can see and drop wild shape. And then I'm gonna pull out a stone and send I don't know what's going on. I need help.
okay. Finally, Rhett, are you doing anything?
Nope. I'm just kind of in shock, I think.
I know what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
On my turn, I got a second 4th level spell slot.
Well,
So I'm going to cast my divination a second time, even though I know there's a chance.
before you do that, it's initiative count 20.
Yeah.
From around,
rocks fall, you all die.
from behind the tent, you see a shadow of figure walk up towards you all. A man with a top hat walks out from behind. You see Hugh walk towards you all. My friends, seems to be an issue here.
Yeah, I roll for initiative.
I would like... You're already in initiative.
Like,
I would like... So, Arnon, Butch, and Rhett, I would like you all to make... What is it? Hold on. Sorry. Give me a second. What's the saving throw? Sorry, I had to pull up my Foundry because I haven't imported him. I would like you all to make wisdom saves, the three of you.
Damn it.
I have something that says attributes, and below that it says abilities. I don't
On
know
the
if those are
E
saving
menu.
throws or not.
Yeah, click on it, and then it gives you a choice between ability check and saving throw.
Yeah,
You said it was wisdom?
wisdom save.
Balls.
So that is a 14 from Rhett, an 8 from Arnon, and a 17 from Butch.
Yes, master. How may I serve you?
All of a sudden, instead of the events that had just happened, you suddenly have a memory of the three of you and and Gwen sitting, eating dinner together. Then you all went off to your separate tents and had a lovely evening. Sleeping, Butch, you performed your divination as he casts Modify Memory and wipes the entire experience out of all of your heads.
Awesome.
So,
I am too far away to know that happened, aren't I?
you are. And-
Do I show up now?
We'll get to that next week because it's already 20 minutes past our stop time. So,
Maybe next week.
maybe next week. We're not sure yet because it's Valentine's Day. So we might take next week off. More than likely, we'll probably take next week off, or at least next Tuesday off, since we have that Friday is our live game. So, we will see you guys more than likely next Friday, and then we will continue with this story the following Tuesday to see what happens after Hugh just fucking zappy pinned fucking Men in Black to you three.
Oh. Or hopefully we will run into less of those natural ones.
But hey, next Friday, fucking one shot.
Yeah, one shot. I dare you to roll a natural one.
Absolutely. Thank you all for sticking with us, and we look forward to continuing this in just a little while. Have a
Be a fine evening.
have a fantastic night.